Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Duke Bradley, Principal, Banneker High School.
Wow. These students are amazing, aren't they? They inspire me each and every day, and I've got to tell you, Dr. Thomas, every one of those three young men have applied to Morehouse College. I think their principal had a little something to do with that. Well, we've certainly been on quite a journey together these past 4 years. When I stepped in as principal of Banneker in 2015, I was only slightly aware of the school's reputation. A dropout factory is what people called it. For many students, Banneker was nothing more than the prelude to a life of uncertainty. But I knew I was there for a reason, to help create lasting change and to inspire a community of people to believe in a cause bigger than themselves. But I'm not the only one who wanted change. Our faculty wanted it, and our students did too. They were hungry for a school that gave them something more than what we'd been offering. And partnering with Junior Achievement to launch 3DE allowed us to provide students with another option. The students in this inaugural class have played the largest and most important role in the journey that we've been on together. They are proof positive that every child can do more and be more when we as adults get it right. When we offer relevant and quality curriculum, when we recruit and retain the brightest and most dedicated staff, and if these things are done well, I believe that it is possible to create sustainable transformation models for the modern high school. As I stand here before you, I am reminded of how far we've actually come. Consider that in the years prior to the arrival of 3DE at Banneker, our graduation rate was in the 40s. Not for 1 year, not for 2 years, but for 3 consecutive years. That's 6 in 10 kids that we were losing, hundreds if you add them all up. It was statistics like these that landed us on the state's failing schools list and had us designated as among the lowest performing schools in all of Georgia. But to the credit of people like Dr. Robert Avosa and Ken Zeff and Darrell Wilson and Jack Harris and Dr. Ava Debro, who said, no more. This is unacceptable. They were able to stem the tide of failure at Banneker. And in just a few short years, I am pleased to say that we are no longer on the state's failing schools list. We are no longer rated as an F school. We are no longer the dropout factory that we once were. In fact, we've improved our graduation rate by over 30 percentage points since 2015 alone. On state exams, we've grown by significant percentages each year with no performance regression. Our college admissions test scores are up. College acceptances are up. And access to competitive post-secondary institutions for our students is now just a matter of course. Yes, you can clap on that. I'm a little emotional tonight, but you can certainly clap on that. Yes, we've made progress, but this year's graduating class is poised to be the largest, the most accomplished, the highest performing, and the absolute best that we've had in recent history, perhaps ever. Our students are not just graduating, but they are moving on to futures worthy of their value. They are progressing towards careers in healthcare, engineering, IT, and finance, and their collective accomplishments are evidence of the transformation underway within our school. Transformation is hard, we know, but with 3DE, we have a partner in this work. We are learning from each other, holding ourselves accountable, and celebrating our success while imagining what is truly possible through the magic of collective effort. To all of you in this room, You are also a part of our success. Many of you have believed in the power of this model from day one and have leaned in more deeply as the years have gone by. We thank you. Your employees have given time out of their schedules to be coaches to our students. Your companies have provided our students access to industries and opportunities that they may never have otherwise seen. Those experiences have led to progress that has far exceeded our expectations. Banneker students are not only showing up, but they are showing out. And they are lifting up others around them and inspiring change throughout the entire school. So as I have personally witnessed the power of 3DE, I am haunted by the question, why isn't this every student's experience? Not only in Banneker, but across the nation. It would be regrettable to not provide this type of learning to every single high school student in this country. Rigorous, relevant, engaging, practical, experiential. These are descriptors of an academic experience good for all students. We won't be able to tackle that full question in my remaining minutes up here this evening, but let's start with this. Tonight, I am thrilled to announce that with the support of our district, Fulton County Schools, our school leadership at Banneker High School, and 3DE, we are setting the path to be the first school to bring the 3DE model to our entire student body. This will take time. But we are committed. And beginning next school year, we will take the steps towards achieving this promise. This is the natural next step for us, to envelop 100% of the school and more than triple our student numbers. This can be achieved for less than $400 per student, $250,000 for the entire school. I hope that each of you will continue to be a part of this historic story of transformation. And as I think about what that will mean for our community, when every single student at Banneker High School learns through the 3DE model, I will always return to this inaugural class and reflect on what it has meant for them. I envision what success for each of them will look like 5, 10 years from now. This cohort of students created a legacy, set a school in an entirely new direction, and along that journey they found themselves, and they discovered who and what they want to be along the way. Of course, the more immediate point of success is coming soon: graduation. The very first graduating 3DE class at Banneker High School that Dr. Ava Debro and I have had the pleasure to lead. Now, I recognize that my career has been full of gratifying moments. As an educator, there are several moments that stick with you, both good and bad. But if I were to identify the moment that I am most proud of, the defining moment, I suspect that that day has yet to come. But on May 20th, 2019, when these wonderful students walk across that stage, diplomas in hand, with the capacity to be truly prepared for what's ahead of them, I imagine that that will be the moment. That will be a day that I look back on decades from now at a loss for words of how proud I am of every single one of you. Proud of our teachers, proud of our school district and our entire city, proud of you. This is a moment for all of us to celebrate. We are the future of education, and these are the students who are rewriting the narrative for hundreds of thousands who will follow behind them. To the class of 2019, congratulations, and more importantly, thank you.